All right. Welcome everyone to our live Forex analysis for the week of October 31st through November 1st. And thanks, Rodney. Appreciate it, man. Thanks. Yeah, we're going to go over a couple of pairs this week. It's not a lot going on. We're starting a new month, so it's going to be a new monthly candle. And should be a lot of pullbacks beginning of the month. All right. So the pair that we're going to start off with is gold. Okay. So if you guys have the guide, these are the exact steps that has allowed me to become a consistently profitable trader. Okay. And one of the things that have helped me is trading ranges. Trading ranges let you know exactly where you are in the market and in which direction you should be trading. Okay. So as you guys can see on the screen, I have these red lines here. Okay. These red lines are stand for a bearish trading range. We have our swing low, which is here, and we also have our swing high. Okay. So whenever I go to any pair, I'll make sure I mark up my swing low and my swing high, right? The next thing that I do, guys, is grab a Fibonacci tool, okay? Fibonacci tool just measures the pullback, all right? So if I'm in a bearish trading range, you want to make sure you draw your Fibonacci tool from your swing high to your swing low, okay? Now, as you can see, price pulled back into the golden zone here. This is the golden zone between the 618 and the 0.5 is what we call a golden zone, right? And let's go ahead and get rid of this Fibonacci tool. So this area in here is what I call my sell zone. I'm only looking to sell gold when price reaches back into this sell zone to continue with the overall trend. So in the guide, I talk about two types of trend. I talk about the overall trend, which is the higher time frame trend, the daily, weekly, monthly, and then the lower time frame trend, which is your current trend, the 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, all the way down to the 1 minute. That will be considered your current trend. Now, here's what I'm looking to do. Since price pulled back into my sell zone, price has already went down, but it looks like it has not broken this low right here, okay? So I'm looking for price to break this low, but it's at a strong demand level right now. So price came down, shot up, came back down, and it's trying to shoot up again, okay? So here's what I'm looking from gold, what I'm expecting this week from gold, right? So to get more information, what we need to do is go down to our 4 hour time frame. My expectation is still for gold to be, to sell gold. That is the overall trend of the market. That is my directional bias. That only changes when price comes up to break this swing high. If gold was to pull up and break this swing high, then my directional bias would change from a bearish to a bullish trading range, right? So currently, I'm only looking to sell gold, looking for opportunities in the market to sell gold. So what I would do is scroll down to my 4 hour time frame to get a little more information. Let's see what we have here, okay? So we see that price has entered into a supply zone on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, we had some price come up here and reject. It has rejected numerous times, okay? So as I'm looking at gold right now, I see price has created what we call a double bottom here. So we have a low here, we also have a low. So my expectation for gold is for price to come up and retest a higher time frame or a 4 hour time frame resistance area. So this would be right here would be a 4 hour resistance area, okay? So I'm looking for price to come up, retest this area, and then drop back down, okay? That is my expectation. price can do what it wants to do. But I'm only looking to sell gold once it gets back up to my 4-hour resistance area. Once it gets up there to my 4-hour resistance area, then I'll drop down to the 15-minute time frame to find an entry. Okay, so if I turned on the indicator, okay, the indicator, which we only use for confirmation, we don't trade with the indicator. We trade by trading ranges. Okay, so the indicator is going to give us some more information. So if I'm looking on the indicator, it gives me my support and resistance area. So price could come up and retest this 1-hour resistance area. That's what I'm looking for price to do. Once it does that, then I'll be looking to sell gold. I will scroll down to the lower time frame, the 15-minute time frame, my entry time frame, and look for an opportunity to sell gold. Right? So that's my expectation for these next couple days with gold. Now, since it is the beginning of the month, if you look at the higher time frame, like the weekly time frame, we can see that price will be pulling back on the weekly time frame. Said that it's, you don't have any audio. Let's see here. It might be, you might have to take your, are you on mute? Okay, everyone says the audio is working. Okay. I'm not sure. You would have to connect your audio, brother. Let's go ahead and move forward. This will be recorded. I'll be uploading this inside the group, so you'll be able to watch it if you can't hear. All right, so let's go ahead and turn off the indicator and let's take a look at the weekly time frame and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I always like to look at the higher time frames at the beginning of the month because it kind of gives me an idea on which direction I should be trading for the month. Okay, so on the higher time frame, on the weekly time frame on gold, we are still, the trend is still bearish. Okay, still bearish. But it's looking like it wants to do a pullback on a weekly time frame. So if we turn on the indicator, we will see. Okay. Now, once we turned on the indicator, I don't have a cheat code buy signal on gold. So that lets me know that price is going to continue down on gold. So I'm trading in the right direction. You guys understand that? Another thing that gives me a strong bias on why I should be selling gold is because, again, we're below the 47 moving average here. 47 moving average has turned red on the higher time frame. So that lets me know that we are still bearish. I'll go down to the daily time frame. You should see the same exact thing, okay? The 47 moving average here is still red, it's still bearish, okay? So my bias is that we are still selling gold. So all I want to do is go down to the 4-hour time frame, again, as I showed you earlier, and wait for an opportunity for price to get to a supply area or a resistance area. And once price reaches that area, so what I like to do is set an alert. So I'll go ahead and set an alert right here. Right. Add an alert. And type in. Oh. All right, so once price gets to this resistance area, then I'll scroll down to the 15-minute time frame and look for an opportunity to sell gold. All right, so you guys got that? That's what I'm looking for this week. I'm looking for an opportunity to sell gold this week. Still trading with the higher time frame trend. You always want to trade the higher time frame trend. All right, so let's go ahead and turn off the indicator and go to our next pair. Next pair is going to be USDCHF. All right, so let's go up to the start. We always start off with the daily time frame. All right, again, on the daily time frame, we want to draw our trading ranges from the swing high to the swing low. All right, so on the USDCHF, we have bullish market structure. Okay. The reason why we have bullish market structure because price created a low, created a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay? So now we have a bullish market structure, right? So all we want to do is draw our trading ranges from the swing low to the swing high. Next thing we want to do is grab our Fibonacci tool, go from the swing low to the swing high, and look for our 50% area, which is here. Okay. So once we mark that up, we can get rid of our Fibonacci tool. Okay. Now, price does not always pull back into your buy or sell zones. This will be a buy zone because we have bullish market structure, right? Sometimes depending on the momentum of the pair, price doesn't always pull back to your buy zone. Sometimes price can pull back here and continue straight up, right? So my thing is I like to wait until it reaches my buy zone, okay? Sometimes price will try to fake you out and then it's going to go back up from here because you see these two bullish candles. No, don't be fooled, guys. Just be patient and wait for price to pull back to your buy zone. This will be considered my buy zone, all right? So let me get rid of this. So now, once I know which direction I should be trading in, I'm just going to wait patiently and go down to our 4-hour time frame. All right. So now on the 4-hour time frame, we have more information here. Okay. You can see we have bearish market structure on the 4-hour time frame. Right. And the reason why this is bearish market structure because we have a high, we have a low, we have a lower high, lower low. Now price has created a lower high to continue down, okay? So with that information in mind, I'm looking for price to get to an area of demand, or if you want to call support, an area of demand or support on a lower time frame in order for me to take a trade in the direction of the higher time frame. So the levels I would be looking for are these levels here. This will be the first area looking for price to get back to. And this also would be my second area. Okay. Depending on what price wants to do, can get back to this area and shoot up. Okay. Or it can get down to this area and shoot back up. All right. So once price gets down to either of these two areas, I'll set an alert. And once it gets down to that area, I'll be looking on the 15-minute time frame to look to buy USDCHF. Okay. Yes, in the meantime, you can sell USDCHF. All right. If I turned on the indicator, all right, we can see that we are below the 47 moving average. It has turned red. Okay. And we could sell USDCHF. Now, the reason why I can say that is because, again, we don't have a price, we don't have any extremes in the market for us to be buying USDCHF. And what I mean by that, price has not went outside of these bands yet to say we need to buy USDCHF. Okay, so we're still selling USDCHF. We had a cheat code sell signal up here. So now we continue with that cheat code sell signal until it reaches an area of interest. Our area of interest are these support or demand zones on the higher time frame. Once it reaches these areas, we can go down to the 15-minute time frame and look for an entry. All right, I hope this is making sense. If it is, let me know in the comments, please. All right, our next pair, let's move on to our next pair. Let's go back to the daily time frame and do this process all over again. All right, our next pair is going to be Euro USD. Okay, so I already had this marked up. This is my bearish trading range. Let's go ahead and turn off the indicator. All right, I'll always mark my charts up without the indicator first. Again, you only use the indicator for confirmation only. Confirmation, right? You have to know how to trade without the indicator. It's imperative, right? So right now on Euro USD, you have a bearish trading range. Market structure is telling us that price is, the overall trend of Euro USD is bearish, okay? Now, what we have here is what we call a complex pullback that we're having here, okay? Now, my bias for Euro USD is still bearish. The reason why is because this swing high has not been broken yet. Yes, we have an internal breaker structure here, as you guys can see, but still my bias is still bearish. Price could come all the way back up here and retest this high. As long as it doesn't break and close above this swing high here, then we are still bearish. If it closes above, then that would change my direction, and then I'll be looking for opportunities to buy Euro USD. Okay. But now I'm still looking for opportunities to sell Euro USD. So if I turned on the indicator, now we have an extreme in the market, okay? We have a cheat code sell signal. So it lets us know that we should be selling Euro USD. So the next opportunity, the next thing I would do is scroll down to a 4-hour time frame. Turn this off, go down to the 4-hour time frame. All right, I use the daily, the 4-hour, and the 15-minute for entry. All right, so on the 4-hour time frame, we have a cheat code. On the 4-hour time frame, we have bullish structure. That's what I wanted to show you guys. So we have a low, we have a high, higher low, higher high. Okay. Now, if we're looking to sell Euro USD, what we need to do is go ahead and turn on the indicator. Okay, you can see we had a sell signal for Euro USD. What price might do, we could expect for price to pull back some, maybe into this area and retest this 4-hour area, make a double top, and then look for price to come down. Right. So the next thing I would do is set an alert up here in this area up here, which I want to do now. Sell. Okay, and once my alert goes off, then I will scroll down to the 15-minute time frame and look for a cheat code sell signal on Euro USD. And that way you'll be trading in the direction of the higher time frame. Okay. You always want to trade in the direction of the higher time frame. Now, there may be opportunities for you to counter trend trade, but I only recommend that on the higher time frames, like 1 hour, 4-hour, and daily are fine when you're counter trend trading. But if you're doing the 15-minute of a 30-minute, 15-minute, I would not counter trend trade on those lower time frames unless you're just looking to scalp maybe 5 or 10 pips. All right, but if you're looking to get 20, 25 pips, you only want to counter trend trade on the 1 hour and up. All right. So I'm looking for Euro USD to sell. Okay. Now, we have some interesting structure on the higher time frame. So if we go up to the weekly time frame on Euro USD, okay, we can see that we have there may be a pullback happening on Euro USD. Let's go ahead and turn on the indicator. Okay, so there could be, we could expect price to go higher, could break structure. Okay, but I'm still expecting price to come down, test this structure down here, this demand, and then maybe go back up. But I can't predict price. I can only react to what the market is giving me. So my bias and my continual bias, unless a breaker structure is broken on the higher time frame, the daily time frame, I'm only looking to sell Euro USD. Right? Are there any pairs that you guys want me to analyze for you? Let me know in the chat. Also, BTC, some Bitcoin. Okay. Let's go to Bitcoin. Let's go turn off. All right, so let me go ahead and start here. Okay, so now we're on Bitcoin, BTC. All right, so right now, Bitcoin is trading sideways. We don't have any real structure. We have sideways structure. So for me personally, yeah, I can go over US30 here in a second. For me personally, I wouldn't trade. I don't trade Bitcoin. I only invest in Bitcoin. But I wouldn't, when price is moving sideways like this, I wouldn't trade it because it's not giving me any real structure. But we can do a proper analysis. So once it gives me sideways structure like this, we need to go to a higher time frame, the weekly time frame, to figure out where our swing high and swing lows are. Okay. So on the weekly time frame, we found our bearish swing high and swing low. This would be our swing high. Okay. And this would be our swing low. All right. So the next thing we want to do is grab our Fibonacci tool, go from the swing high to the swing low. And then we want to mark up our 50% area, which is right here. Okay. Now we can get rid of our Fibonacci tool. Okay. So on Bitcoin, our sell zone, go back to the daily time frame. Our sell zone would be in this area here. Okay. So we're looking for price to get into our sell zone. So that means in the meantime, we could buy Bitcoin until it gets to our sell zone, right? But me personally, I would not be buying Bitcoin because of the sideways movement. Okay, it's just not in my trading plan. That's not what I would do. But we can expect price to go up in the meantime. Okay, we can expect price to go up. So now let's go over. So if we turn on the indicator too, we can see that price just started to get above the 47 moving average, and it's starting to turn blue. So that gives me an indication that price could continue to go up. All right, we are at a strong demand area on a daily time frame for Bitcoin. So if I wanted to look for an opportunity to buy, here's what I would do. Okay, I would wait for Bitcoin to pull back. Wait for Bitcoin to pull back to maybe this demand zone, or even this demand zone, this daily demand zone, and then look for an opportunity to buy Bitcoin from either of these demand zones. Okay, but I would not buy Bitcoin from here. Okay, this price is too high right now for you to be looking for an opportunity to buy Bitcoin. Want to wait for price to pull back, then look for an opportunity to buy Bitcoin. All right, I hope that makes sense. Let's go on to US30, the 30-30. Let's go ahead and turn off the indicator here. Let's go to our daily time frame again. Okay. Now on the daily time frame, right, let's go to the weekly time frame and get our real market structure. Okay, get the structure of the market. All right, so the structure of the market is, we can see that the overall trend is in a downtrend, right? The overall market is in a downtrend. So with that in mind, we can go down to we can draw our trading ranges, we can do it from here. This will be our swing high. This would be our swing low. Okay. And it's the same markup for every single pair. Now we can go down to our daily time frame since we have clear direction. Okay. So on the daily time frame, next thing we want to do is take our Fibonacci tool, go from the swing high here to the swing low. Draw our 50% area. Should be here. Now we can get rid of the Fibonacci tool. Okay. Now price is inside of our sell zone. All right. Price is inside of our sell zone. As you guys can see, price is perfectly inside of our sell zone. We have a strong bullish candle here. Okay. Now, this would be an area of supply on the higher time frame. This area right here, where price is in right now, is an area of supply. So we can expect US30 to fall. Okay, we can expect US30 to fall. Now, if we turned on the indicator, you can see that price is at an extreme. It is outside of the bands. Okay. Now, all we're waiting for is just a cheat code sell signal on the daily time frame, right? I think we have it on the 4-hour time frame already. Yeah, which we do. We have a cheat code sell signal on the 4-hour time frame. All right. Now, all we want to do, we want to wait for price to close back inside of the band. Okay. That will be a confirmation entry. An aggressive entry would be to take a sell right now, which we don't want to do. Okay. Don't want to do that. So next thing you would do is go down to your 15-minute time frame. All right, go down to the 15-minute time frame. And once you got it, so you have a sell signal already. These are divergent sell signals. This is what gives you indication that price wants to reverse. Okay, so you have these red sell signals. All right, that gives you indication that price wants to reverse. All we're looking for now on the 15-minute time frame is for a cheat code sell signal on a 15-minute time frame. Once we receive that cheat code sell signal on the 15-minute time frame and it closes back inside of the band, then we can take the trade for US30 to sell US30. Okay. So that is the process of how you do a top-down analysis from your daily to 4-hour to 15-minute, guys, using Vinny's trading cheat code. Okay. How we know where we are in the market is by using trading ranges. Okay. This saved and helped me become a consistently profitable trader by using trading ranges. All right. Because it gave me a bias in the market. All right, so that is going to end our live analysis for today. We'll be posting some swing trades in the group later on today, so you guys can have that for the week. That'll give you ideas on which pair you should be trading. Maybe pick 1 or 2 pairs and trade that for the week. All right. Our next training will be on Tuesday. Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we'll also have one on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope to see you guys there. If not, the recording will be placed inside of the group. You guys have a nice weekend. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comments under this video inside the group. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.